Uh, David, when do I think I'll be bringing MIT top speaker cables? I mean, look, to be honest with you, I'm still interested, but it hasn't been as easy to get my hands on speaker cables and power cords and all of that from MIT. I know MIT is a small operation. They got a lot of things going on. Recently, they just moved to another location. I understand there, Bruce, I think is his name. He's very busy. Okay, and but I keep getting great feedback about MIT cables. I have a guy in Brazil who's part of my ultra hi-fi members, and he just gave me feedback on some of these boxes or power conditioners or whatever it is that he does. And he told me that MIT was blowing his mind completely. Like it's just unbelievable once you hear MIT. See, I want to hear them, but it hasn't been easy for me to get my hands on it. So maybe in the future, Bruce just says, "Here, Jay, I'm going to ship you some cables, and give me your feedback." Maybe, but you never know what the future holds, Dave. What happened between Mikey and me? Mikey, OCD Mikey. In case you do not know who he is, he's another YouTuber. He has about 800 to 1,000 more subscribers than I do. He's been doing this longer than I have. And nothing. I mean, to be honest with you, as I said earlier on a previous live stream, he's got his own crowd. He has his own way of being. He believes that he calls himself black sheep of the industry. And I think his mission is to give people great value, great price performance propositions. And he's passionate about what he does, man. I mean, he's passionate about his playback design. He's passionate about some other speakers that he's got from Germany, and great. I mean, he puts all the work, to expose a lot of his products. The thing is, I don't manufacture anything, right? And I know he's a cable manufacturer. I don't manufacture anything. So the thing is, with him and we started to see in different directions. And so, although I felt that we had a great on screen dynamic, him and I had great things to talk about. People love to see us on camera. I've always gotten that feedback, right? Because he's doing something else than I am. And so I'm over here and he's over here, right? He is looking at motorcycles. I'm looking at fast cars. At the end of the day, they're both vehicles. It's just very different. They're very different, right? For different crowds. But I think we just started to disconnect because of relationships and friendships with other people that perhaps are not on his good side, or better said, they're not liked by him. And for me, it's like this, okay? And I'm going to be very honest with everyone here. You and I can be friends and have a burger, have a beer, enjoy each other's company, right? We can meet, we can talk, we can listen to music, but maybe we are not great for business. And I think that's something that needs to be kind of like the line gets drawn there, right? We understand your business practices don't align with mine. And separating those things from our friendship as two people is very important to me. So having someone who understands that, hey, it's kind of like family. Think about it, right? If you go in business with your family, what happens? You argue, they don't want to pay you rent, they want to show up late for work because they're family. You're not gonna fire them, right? It's very difficult to differentiate where is family and where is business. And so that's kind of what happened, right? I felt like he was going in another direction. And if you have noticed anything about my channel over the last, I'd say easy 4 months. If you've seen my channel closely, you've seen my production value ramp up. You've seen better quality cameras. You've seen a lot better transitions. You've seen my content go from being up against the wall, talking kind of like what he does, right? He just sits there and talks, which is fine because listen, the guy has more subscribers than I do. So I'm not knocking him for that. But I'm trying to do something different. I'm trying to bring you something that feels like a movie, that feels like your next reality TV show. I want to do something different in the industry. I don't want to do monotonous videos. I don't want to make it feel like, here we go, today we're going to do this. No, I want you to want to tune in. I want you to be ready for the next episode. I want to leave you hooked so that you can't wait until the next episode goes live, right? Whatever TV show you're following, whether it's on Apple TV or Amazon or Netflix, and you finish that last episode, you're like thrilled and you can't wait for the next one to drop next week, right? That's what I want to do. I want to give you that type of content. I don't want to do boring stuff, right? And to me, it's pretty one-dimensional to just sit in front of a computer and talk. Okay? To me, it's not fun, right? I buy the equipment. And by the way, I want to be honest about something. You all, my audience, you respond so much better to my videos when I'm releasing new components. In case you do not know, my best performing videos are those in which I introduce the next great amp, preamp. The Apex unveil did quite well. The Room, when I unveiled the Room, did quite well. The next speaker, which is going to be my next great release, is the next speaker. It's going to do quite well. Those are my best performing videos, and it's always been that way. So what happens is you're forcing me to keep releasing new content with new reference pieces because that's what you guys are coming to me for. The analytics never lie. YouTube sends you analytics. When you're a YouTuber, it'll show you this video is doing meh, it's not doing that great. People are not interested in this. This video did quite well. Do more of this. Do more of this. This is the video they want. This is the type of content they want to see. YouTube analytics tells you that. And so my content has gone from being here, now getting more professional, getting more polished, because I'm taking my brand to greater heights, to new levels. I want to do things that have never been done. Eventually, yes, look at my website. I have a for sale section. A lot of great pieces are listed there on my website, jaysaudiolab.com. Go to the for sale section. You're going to find constant gear there that I am selling because I'm no longer in need of, right? So my brand is growing into something else. If I don't grow, I'm going to be honest with you, I can just close this room, shut the lights off, and call it a day. If I'm going to spend this quality time with you, it's because I believe in what I'm doing, and I hope you guys believe in what I'm doing. And so I'm ramping up. But to go back to the question is, why is it that Mike and I are no longer doing things? Is because, he has his own approach when it comes to the industry. He's been doing this much longer. Maybe he's worn out. Maybe he's tired, right? Maybe he's tired of the politics. Maybe he's tired of all the BS. And I am not yet. Maybe I will be in 10 years from now, but I'm not there yet. So I have more energy to do greater things with my brand. And so I don't want to feel like if I'm doing greater things for me that benefit me and my family, I don't want him to feel like, oh, he is just like the rest, right? When in reality is, dude, I'm just a man trying to do my thing and making sure that I don't hurt others along the way. He has his own opinions about other people in the industry. We've seen him talk about other folks that I'm not going to name, people in different countries, people here in South Florida. We've seen him calling out brands. We've seen him calling out dealers. And that's fine. I'm not here to critique what he's doing. But what I'm here to do is to simply say, hey, man, it's cool. Do your thing. But don't drag me in the mud. And I'm not saying he is, but I'm saying I don't want to be in that same mud. I want to be here doing my thing. You want to be friends? We can be friends. We can be friends. We can have a beer. We can go talk crap. Maybe do another collaboration video if you want. But let's make sure that we understand where we don't cross our boundaries. That's all I'm saying. Hopefully that answers your question.